So welcome to the tutorial on how to use the scheduling capability in TutorTrac. First, you'll need to get access to the schedule. You can either add the calendar feature on your page like I have by going to the My Prefs page found in the Track navigation menu, or you can simply click on the schedule in the menu. There are three things you'll need to take notice of as it relates to the TutorTrac appointments: the chosen centers, which are over here, the calendar, and then the actual schedule, which shows up here. In order to see the schedule, you're going to be choosing the center where you work. You'll see that it automatically defaults to today's date, along with the center that you've chosen, as well as the appointments that have been taken and that are currently available. To make an appointment for a student, first ask the student what day they want to come in, and then click on that day in the calendar right over here. For the sake of today's tutorial, we're going to go ahead and stay on today's date. So just review the availabilities. Anything in green is an open appointment, and anything with a student's name in it has been reserved for that student. So provide your student with the options available, and once they've chosen a selected or a certain 30-minute time slot, just click on the blue upside down triangle here, and you can either put their username or their student ID number. And their name should be in the listing below, and then you'll go ahead and click. And then you've come into the appointment entries page. Just make sure that the student information is correct, that the center where they want the appointment is correct, as well as the date and the time. It's not uncommon for one of those things to be inaccurate, so just make sure that that's exactly what the student is looking for. And then in this window, you have the opportunity to include obviously a note, which sometimes is related to a student's preference for a tutor, or maybe the student wants to describe a little bit about what they're coming into the Writing Center for. So you're welcome to ask the student if they'd like to include a note. If they don't, that's fine. So go ahead and click Save, and then click out of the window. And then you'll see that you've made the appointment correctly because the student's name is now in the time slot. If the student wants an hour appointment, go ahead and repeat the process. 1 hour is the maximum number of appointments that we reserve on any given day for a student, but it is absolutely fine for students to make a series of appointments over the course of the week. Just repeat this process if they want to make multiple appointments for different days. So also, please let the student know that an email is automatically sent to their student account, alerting them that they do have an appointment. And it gives all the information, the location, time, etc. It is also okay for students to cancel an appointment that they've made. It can easily be done by the student logging into TutorTrac, or they can just simply call the Writing Center. Oh, speaking of canceling an appointment, it's very simple if students want you to do it for them. Just find the person's name, click here on the X, answer the question, and yes, we do want to go ahead and delete it. And you'll see that you've done it correctly because the time slot has now returned to green and is now available for other students to reserve. So now you know some of the ins and outs of TutorTrac's capability. Thanks for watching, and feel free to refer back to this anytime you need a refresher.